Oh my gosh, you're an audiobook narrator? I've always wanted to read audiobooks. Hi, I'm Vinnie. I am an audiobook narrator and a voiceover artist. And anytime I tell someone that this is what I do, I swear 50% of the time, that's the response I get. 50% of the time, it works every time. Anyway, have you ever thought, man, I really would like to become an audiobook narrator? Well, we all start there. And we start with the idea, but then we don't know what to do next. Do I buy a microphone? What do I need to do? Yeah, you need to do those things. But before you invest money in gear and go down the road of the stuff that it takes to be a VO, a voiceover, you need to figure out, is this something I actually want to do? I like the idea, but is this something in actuality that I want to do? Here is a great way to figure out if reading audiobooks is something that you actually want to do and physically and mentally can do, if you have the stamina for it, because it is a long game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. When I was figuring this out in 2024 of going into voiceover, I was looking up some videos and I came across a YouTube video by someone named Sean Pratt. Now, if you're new to this or you're exploring this, that name means nothing to you. If you've been around audiobooks, you know Sean Pratt is the GOAT of nonfiction narration. And he has a video where he said people ask him all the time how to become an audiobook narrator. And this is the advice he gives. And I think this is great advice and it's very helpful. Do this. If you want to figure out, hey, is this something I could do? Grab a book from your home library. Doesn't matter what the book is, it's a book. So just grab a book. Find somewhere in your house that's quiet and secluded. It could be a closet. Believe it or not, closets are where many audiobooks and even commercials on TV have been recorded. Find a closet, find a corner in your house. Don't make it an open, luxurious area. Try to recreate what a booth would be. See my booth? It's like 4 feet by 3 feet. Create something that's a little closed off. If it is just a room in your house, take the chair and put it in the corner, wedge yourself in and say, I'm going to be in a tight space. Have a glass of water, and that's all you're going to have. Read aloud for about a half an hour. More if you could do it. And when you read, anytime you make a mistake, you stop, you reset to the previous sentence before the sentence that you made a mistake on, and you pick it up again. You don't have to apologize or anything. You just pick it up. You're going to make a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are not merely fumbling a word or pronouncing it wrong. A mistake can be you technically said all the words, but you maybe didn't have the best inflection as you're interpreting the paragraph. Do that for a half an hour and just read. Do that every day for a week. And maybe the last couple days, say, I'm going to go for an hour. And, you could break it. We all need a break for a second. We need to stretch. Take a sip of water every page or so when you're reading. But that's going to give you an indication, not if you're good at it yet, not if you know how to use recording software. This is just going to give you the indication of, is this something I'd want to do? Because that's what you got to figure out. Is this even something you want to do? It might sound like a great idea, but in actuality, do you really want to spend your time doing that, being in a booth? I'll tell you this too, it's exhausting. In a booth where you actually have sound treatment, you have less airflow, it gets hot in here. You get sweaty. It's grimy in here. I regularly joke to my wife how I need to take a shower after work. And she's like, you literally just sat down and read. And I'm like, I know, it's really hard work. And it is. It's physically demanding. Sometimes I'll bring my little meat thermometer, the InstaRead thermometer I use for barbecuing. I'll bring it in here in the summertime and it will get like high 80s. It gets hot. You're sweating. I'll have ice packs on me. It's exhausting. Is this something that you'd actually want to do? I'm not trying to scare you off. I'm just trying to say this is the reality of audiobook narration. So before you even try to figure out what's the difference between a condenser and a dynamic microphone, before you explore the best DAW to use to record, before you look at pop filters and all the stuff, you need to figure out, is this something I actually want to do? So take that challenge. Read half an hour a day for a week. Try to extend that a couple days and see, is this something I want to do? And I'd love to know your thoughts. If you did it, comment below. Did you actually try it every day? Did it surprise you one way or the other? If you are an audiobook narrator, how did you start? What did you do to practice to try to figure out if this is something that you'd want to do? What advice would you give newbies in terms of what worked, what didn't? Would love to hear your comments down below. And I appreciate you stopping by the channel. If this is helpful, please like the video and subscribe. More content comes out regularly, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.